production manager of the plate heat exchanger plant in Goldsboro. It gives me great pride now to take you on a tour of our manufacturing facility. Before we start our tour, what you can see before you is a wide variety of the range of products that are produced out of this facility here in Goldsboro. What we have here on the wall is the smallest example of our heat exchanger plate at this point in time, the DP4. From the DP4, we go to the world's largest heat exchanger plate, the SR23OA length. What we have here is our exotic steel supply. We range here from titaniums to Incalloys, Hastelloys, monols, all exotic materials. All our coils are then taken and loaded onto the mandrill at this end of the lunar line. From the computer-driven side of this piece of equipment, the correct data is fed in to material length. Then the machine runs, cuts, coats, and deposits the finished blank at the far end of the machine. Once it reaches this area, it is then ready to go onto the presses to be pressed into whatever plate size is required. Now let's go and see the presses. As you can see here, within the press cell, we have 2 mechanical presses and 3 hydraulic presses. The smallest of the mechanical presses being 700 tons, the largest being 1,000. The 3 hydraulic presses, the smallest being 1,000 tons, the second 5,000 tons, and the largest of our mullers 20,000 tons. This is our tool room, tool change area. The function of this department is to service our press tools and to change centers, change angles within certain press tools. It's our quality control area. The array of plates that you see behind the quality control area are different samples that have been taken from production batches. What we do with these is each time that the same plate type is run again, we use this as a statistical backup to compare the latest reading with the previous readings. This is our spot welding section. Here, any auxiliary parts that have got to be spot welded onto our plates, such as the falling film plate evaporator and the PE Series 3 plate evaporator. This is end-of-line die test facility. Fluorescent dye sprayed onto the plate and then viewed by UV lamps, checking for any fractures, cracks, defects within the finished product. Here in Goldsboro, we're all proud to be part of a winning team. Now I'll hand you over to one of our other captains, C.H. Neighbors.
As tooling supervisor, I have 2 areas of responsibility, the tool change area and the tool room. In this area, we change the tools to the various lengths and configurations to make the heat exchange plates the size that they require. In the tool room, we repair the tools, do preventive maintenance, and we also do development work on new tools and modifications on the old tools. Now we'll turn you over to Rich in the test house.
Hi, I'm Rich Hebner, and welcome to the APV Test House. The APV Test House was started up in April 1990. We have a capacity for 8,000 pounds per hour steam. We have a 1 million pounds per hour cooling tower, and we have a 10-ton crane. What we have set up here is one of our smaller heat exchangers with steam entering and exiting. What we're trying to do here is test some of our gasket elastomers for a temperature life characteristics, see how they'll perform under extreme high temperatures. Here we're getting ready to perform a pressure test on one of our newer developments, and that's the welded plate pair. What we're going to do here is we're going to perform a pressure test on one of our heat exchangers. We have water flowing in here, coming up between the plate and out here. Now it's sealed off. We're going to put pressure on it and see what kind of limitations the plates have. We have high expectations that we'll reach a high pressure with this one. Now I'm going to turn you over to Sam Kumar in the technical department.
My name is Sam Kumar. and I look after the engineering department for the heat exchanger group. Carry on from a tour of the test house. The people you saw working in there are part of the development department, which is a subgroup. These are qualified graduate mechanical engineers, chemical engineers who are involved in design and development of plate heat exchangers. They know quite a lot about heat transfer and fluid flow. They know something about computing, and they liaise with the draftsmen, they direct the draftsmen in their detailed design work. Thank you for dropping by in engineering department. I hope you liked what you saw. We are very proud of it. Now I'd like you to meet Gene Palgino, who is our financial controller.
This most important part of APV has three functions. The customer service department prepares quotations for business and records orders to be manufactured by due date. They are the liaison between our customers and our manufacturing team. The finance department is responsible for all accounting functions except payroll. The materials function is responsible for ordering raw material and expense items and maintaining adequate stock. Their objective is to get quality products at the best possible price from our suppliers so that we will remain the lowest cost, highest quality supplier of heat exchanger plates in the world.